Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're doing the last two cards in the Simple Stories card kit, Earth and Home. And I will show all the cards at the very end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold, and our cards are always pre-scored, so there's not much you have to do with that. Um, and we're going to start pulling out the pieces, the things that we need for our final cards. Now, with each of these card kits, you always wind up having extra items left over. I love that about them. I love that you could take those extra bits, you could put them inside the card, you could put them on the envelopes. Like, there's so much you can do with it. If you have, because Simple Stories usually has a collection, and then they'll have like the card kit that matches that collection, right? So if you have the same Christmas collection from them, you can also take the extra bits and put it in with your collection kit, because that's just giving you extra ephemera pieces, or if there was any chipboard left, it would be extra chipboard pieces, you know what I mean? So you have the ability to use up those extra bits in multiple ways. Okay, so right now, as I always do, I kind of pre-lay out how everything is looking on the picture and what we have pulled out. And I think that's all that goes on that one with the two hearts. And then we're going to slide that up, and we'll pull out our other card base and we'll work on that one. And as we get down with pieces, you'll see over to the right is where I'm putting everything that goes with the cards. And then I think up on the left hand side is where I'm going to put the extra bits. Because there were some pieces I was like, did we use this? We didn't have to use this? Because it seemed like a lot. Alright, so just pulling the stuff. And then, like I said, anything that we don't need, I'm going to put to the other side. And you'll see that here in a second. I think, yeah, I start just putting them straight down, but I wind up putting them on the left. Oh. All right. Okay, now we're getting the other extra bits. And then we're going to pull out the rest of the chipboard items. Okay, and then, oh, I need the chipboard gingerbread man. And was there anything else? Oh, that goes down there. And I think that's it. Yeah, because I don't see that piece, the heart, or I think it was a candy cane. Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to grab the other pieces, take out the extra bits from those that wasn't used. So we have all these, and then the other items with the big Merry Christmas. We'll move all those together and put them to the side. Okay, so that's all the extras, and then those are our last two cards. So let's get to putting this together. So I'm using my ATG tape gun, and we're going to use that and the wet glue, which, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. But I use tape and glue, okay? I use the glue primarily to allow me a few moments of wiggle room. So like when you use just a straight up tape and you put it down, a lot of times you can't pull it back up again. Some of the double-sided tapes, once it's down, you're committed, okay? So I use the wet glue to buy me some time to be able to shift some things if we need to. And I usually put it around where I put my tape, and then sometimes in between. It just depends. Either way, as long as I don't press and hold it, if I put it down and it's crooked, I can pull it right back up. All right. So here's the glue. And I use a lot of times the Art Glitter glue. I also have Barely Art glue. I like them both. So I use them both. In the winter months, it's harder to get the Art Glitter glue because they are affected by weather. Whereas the Barely Art glue isn't affected as much. It's not affected like Art Glitter glue. All right. Here we go. Getting it lined up. I had a little bit of spillage. So there's our layers. And now we're going to put down the postage stamp. And what I like about this one is, though it's very simple as far as like the card design, it comes out, it's really pretty. I like the Merry Christmas that we're going to use and the poinsettia. This was a really a nice card. And like I said, like, if you're new to making cards, this would be a good idea. You could do this with a layout with anything, with any paper collection. You know, you have your larger width, the skinnier one, and then you can layer that on your card base, create a nice large sentiment like this Merry Christmas or, you know, the poinsettias, and your card is done. Card making can be as easy and as simple as you want to make it, but it can also be more difficult if you choose, if that's what you want to do, you know, whether it be doing in some crazy coloring or, you know, making it a fun fold card. You know, we can make the cards whatever we want. And I think that this is just a really good jumping off point for people who maybe aren't used to making cards for people. All right, so the last bit on this card is going to be the wooden hearts. And I'm just taking the little like nubbies off the edges with my sander, and then we're gluing those straight down. And Art Glitter glue and Barely Art glue do dry clear, so even if a little bit of the glue comes out, it's going to be okay. All right, so we're going to put that to the side, and now we're going to work on our second card. And then once we're all done, we'll do the splatters in gold and white like we did with the other cards. And that's the other thing I like to do. So if I choose to decorate with enamel dots, then every card that we make in the collection is going to have enamel dots, okay? So once I started doing the splatters on the first two, I knew that the other 6 cards were also going to have splatter. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do with these two. So this one also had a lot of layers. I like it. Me fighting my tape gun. And putting it together, it really does. It gives you ideas. It shows you how you can make different compositions. Now with this one, it's horizontal, but you could turn this and make it a vertical card just as easily, you know, and use the same type of sections off pattern papers, you know, to create a really beautiful card. So this one, oh yep, it goes up in the middle there, but it's gonna be just like a 1/4 inch from the edge. And then we have our smaller postage stamp, which we're gonna put down first. And that's where the naughty or nice is gonna lay. And then a little bit over that edge, we're gonna put the letters from Santa. Or for Santa, I should say. And then once we have that, we're going to go ahead and put down naughty or nice. We're going to put down our little flower. And then naughty and nice over top of that. And again, with the chipboard pieces, they're not that thick, but they do give you a little bit of height difference. So naughty or nice on that postage image. All right. And then once that's laid, we're going to grab the actual stamps. And then we're going to lay down the other elements that we have, which is the one with the flowers and the gingerbread man. I really do like how these cards come out. And actually, I think I'm going to do another card kit in January because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get ahead of this. This year, I had to sort of, not script and scrape, but I had to really like figure out some cards to hopefully get out to people. So this year, I'm going to start early. Any Christmas card kits that I may have, I'm going to try and get those put together. And this helps because now I have a plan for January because I have a boho Christmas card kit and we're going to continue with that. Okay, so now we're going to shake up our fossilized amber and our white picket fence inks. Now the fossilized amber is a spritz ink, so it has the mica. And I like how, the gold plays, especially with the traditional Christmas colors. I just love it. I like using silver a lot of times when I have like a blue collection. Any type of blue and silver, blue and white, I love it. And it may seem like I'm doing a lot of splatters, but not a lot of splatters were coming off. So I just wanted to make sure it was done fully, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing. The picket fence white, I love it because it's just, to me, it does just right. It stands out just enough. And I like especially the white on dark paper. And it'll dry back. It won't be as bad. I don't have them here with me anymore because I've already given them away to my coworkers and stuff. But I really liked how these cards came out. And now we're just kind of cleaning up because I don't want to drag any of the gold all over the other cards that we have made. But these two were today. And then we have the other 6 all right here. And there you have it, the card kit. This was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, or share button. And next month, like I said, I'm going to continue on with a new card kit. This one's going to be the Boho Christmas. So that way we're ahead of the game for 2025. I already have 8 cards ready to go. Okay? So thanks, you guys. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you after the new year. Have a good one.